Welcome to more Baking with Cookery. Imagine for a moment that you have to prepare chicken legs. And chicken legs are kind of scary. They look like tiny little hands, they have spiky bits, and they're generally not the kind of food that you eat. However, that said, they are the kind of food that you eat if you're willing to eat everything that a chicken has to offer. Why? They're actually very tasty. The problem is, they're very hard to make tasty. And so, in order to make sure that we can actually eat these things, we'll have to prepare them properly. Now, one thing with chicken legs is that most people don't even know that you can eat them. They are very hard and tough. There's very little there to eat. There's not really so much meat as just cartilage and collagen and spiny, spiky, annoying little nails. So step one, obviously, is to remove the nails. But step two is to realize that if you can get moisture into this texture, into this tissue, you can actually turn into very delicious things. And if you ever go to a Chinese dim sum restaurant, for instance, then you might find that they serve something called phoenix claws, or if they're more blatant about what they sell chicken feet. And they're usually braised in some kind of delicious sweet soy-based sauce, or they're served chilled with a more spicy chili, green onion kind of Thai, I suppose, marinade. The nice thing about chicken is that it's usually very tasty, whereas chicken feet are usually very bland, and so all the flavor is going to come from the marinade and the texture is going to come from the foot. And the problem with chicken feet is that on their own, their texture is incredibly unappetizing. It's hard, it's tough, there is nothing here to eat, so to speak. And the way we're going to fix this is in several steps. The first being that we're going to we're going to deep fry these feet. And deep frying crisps up the skin and makes it permeable. If you've ever seen a chicken in the field, you will know that their feet are perfectly impermeable to anything weather related, like snow or rain or dirt, which is technically not weather, but bear with me. The problem is, of course, that a chicken foot is perfectly designed to be resistant to most things, especially water. And what we want is we want to get some water in here and soften up this tissue so that it can actually start absorbing things like a marinade or a braise. And so the first thing we do is we're going to absolutely ruin and destroy the texture of the skin, so that rather than skin, it's going to be a nice, crunchy, porous texture which allows moisture to be absorbed into the chicken foot. So snipping off the last few toes, because we are absolutely not interested in eating anything related to nails. We're almost done, and we can start frying this up. And if you have a deep fryer, then perfect. I don't. What I have instead is a little pan that will have some oil that we're going to heat, and then just deep fry these chicken feet one by one. Well, two by two, actually, really. Last ones. Done. Which means we can move over to the cooking station.